Let's talk about a specific day in your future. It is a Tuesday morning. You open your email inbox and you see a receipt from SiteGround. Your heart skips a beat. You stare at the number. You remember signing up for $6.99 a month. You remember thinking what a great deal it was. But the receipt in front of you doesn't say $6.99. It says $29.99, or maybe even $39.99 for the month. You frantically log into your account, thinking there has been a mistake. Did I accidentally buy a dedicated server? Did I get hacked? No, you just experienced the SiteGround renewal shock. This is the business model of almost every affordable hosting company, but SiteGround is the master of it. They lure you in with a massive discount, 70% or 80% off for the first year. They know that once you build your website, once you set up your email, and once you get comfortable, you will be too lazy to leave. They are banking on your laziness. They call it a renewal price. I call it a lazy tax. And the worst part, you are paying premium prices, but you are still stuck on shared hosting architecture. I am going to show you how to take that same amount of money, the money you are about to pay, for that renewal bill land, spend it on actual performance, not just a price hike. Click the link in the description right now. That link takes you to Kinsta. I want you to open it and keep it open as we do the math. I want you to look at their pricing table. There are no asterisks. There are no first-year-only tricks. The price you see is the price you pay forever. Open that link and let's dismantle the Betanswitch economy. Open the link. Okay, let's break down exactly what is happening to you on SiteGround. When you sign up for their Go Geek plan, it feels premium. You get priority support. You get Super Kaka. It feels fast. And for the first 12 months, while you are paying the introductory rate, it is honestly a good value. I won't lie about that. SiteGround is better than Bluehost, but then the clock runs out. Suddenly, you are paying $400 or $500 a year for hosting. Ask yourself, is your website 4 times faster than it was last year? Did you get 4 times more storage? Did the support get 4 times better? No, nothing changed. The service is exactly the same. You are just paying quadruple the price because you signed a contract that expired. Now, compare that to Kinsta. If you look at the Kinsta pricing on that page, you might think, hey, this is more expensive than the $6.99 I started with. And you are right. It is, but compare it to the renewal price. Suddenly, Kinsta costs about the same, or sometimes even less than what SiteGround demands for their renewal. But here is the massive difference. On SiteGround, even on their expensive plans, you are fundamentally still in a shared environment. They have gotten better. They moved to Google Cloud recently. That is a good step. But they still use a container setup that packs many users together. They have strict CPU execution limits. Have you ever seen that error? You have exceeded your execution seconds. That is the polite way of saying you are too successful for our platform. So we are shutting you off. They tell you to upgrade to their cloud VPS plans. And have you looked at the price of those? They start at $80 or $100 a month. So the jump is from $30 to $100. There is no middle ground. Now look at Kinsta again. Kinsta runs exclusively on Google Cloud C2 machines. I want to stress the C2 part. Google sells many types of servers. They have the slow, cheap ones, N1, E2, and they have the compute-optimized ones, C2. The C2 machines are the Ferraris of the data center. They are designed for high-performance calculation. SiteGround does not use C2 machines for their standard plans. They are too expensive. Kinsta uses them for everyone. Whether you are paying $35 or $300, you are on a Ferrari. So when you move from SiteGround to Kinsta, you aren't just escaping a price hike. You are upgrading your engine. You are moving from a standard sedan to a race car. And then let's talk about support. This is the part that hurts the most for long-time SiteGround users. 5 years ago, SiteGround support was legendary. You could open a chat and talk to someone instantly. But recently, have you tried to find the chat button? They hide it. You have to go through a maze of help articles. You have to click, "No, this didn't help," 5 times. You have to prove you are desperate before they let you talk to a human. Why? Because support is expensive. And now that they have millions of customers, they want to cut costs. On Kinsta, there is no maze. You log in, you see the chat bubble in the bottom right corner. You click it. A real engineer answers. And they don't ask you, have you tried turning it off and on again? They are Linux engineers. They know WordPress better than you do. They fix the problem often before you even finish explaining it. That is what you are paying for. You are paying for your time back. So here is the decision you have to face. The invoice is coming. You can just pay it. You can grumble, complain about the price hike, and let them take your money for another year of the same old shared hosting. You can pay the lazy tax, or you can take a stand. You can say, if I am going to pay premium prices, I demand premium hardware. If I am going to pay $35 a month, I want a Google C2 server, not a shared slot. I want a dashboard that doesn't hide the support button. This is your opportunity to upgrade. Don't look at the renewal bill as a burden. Look at it as a wake-up call. It is the universe telling you that you have outgrown the starter host. You are a real business now. You deserve real infrastructure. So go back to that link in the description. Here is exactly what you need to do. Asterisk sign up for a Kinsta account. It takes 2 minutes. Asterisk fill out the migration request form. It is free. Asterisk give them your SiteGround login details. Asterisk let the Kinsta engineers copy your site over to the C2 servers. Asterisk wait for them to email you saying it is ready. Asterisk check your site. Feel the speed difference. Asterisk point your domain to kit asterisk. And finally, the best part, log into SiteGround, find that cancel account button, and smile. Stop rewarding companies for bait-and-switch tactics. Reward the company that gives you the best hardware on day 1 and keeps the price fair on day 365. Click the link, start the migration, and turn that renewal shock into a performance upgrade. I'll see you in the next video.